thank you very much, Kojima-san. So that was very interesting. I certainly took away your point that you made that as the number of endpoints increase in a network, so the security risk increases as well. And so we have to think of those three core concepts of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Excellent. Are there any questions for Kojima-san? No questions? Okay, then what we'll do is we'll move on to the next presentation. Thank you very much, Kojima-san. So the next presentation is going to be about looking at asset management. How do we use data analytics and data to better manage our assets in the transmission distribution network? So I'd like to welcome to the stage Daniel Carmel Tampubolon, who is the Assistant Manager of Distribution Planning from PT PLN in Indonesia. So please welcome Daniel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mark, for the opening. May I introduce myself? My name is Daniel Tampubolon, and I am from PLN Indonesia. I will be speaking about asset management as stated earlier by Mr. Mark. I took the title Optimizing Whole Life Cycle to Target Distribution Asset Management. So, what is really the background of asset management in PLN Indonesia? First one is we have this blackout rollout all over Java, Bali, and Sumatra and other islands, and we have this DREAM pilot project. We call it DREAM as abbreviation for Distribution Enterprise Asset Management. So we call it DREAM project, and it has been initiated and launched in Bali, PLN Bali. And the last one is Change Agent Project program. From the leading indicator, we're facing the lagging indicator. We want our customers, the 64 million customers, to be satisfied by the performance of our asset. Just like machine, our transformer, MV line, LV line, all the assets should perform well so that the customers can receive power in a good quality. The second one is improving the asset performance itself. So not just about the IT, but also the OT, the operational technology. We are coming with new methodology that I will explain a little bit about improving the operational technology to increase the performance of the asset. And the last one is competitive advantage. So in PLN, we are the only one state utility operating in Indonesia, and it is still vertically integrated. The big one, I think, in the world for the vertical integrated power utility. So, but we still have to prepare for the open market. So we have to establish a good asset management strategy, asset management, in order to prepare for that. I'm talking about DREAM project that has been initiated in PLN Bali. So there are 5 pillars of DREAM project. The first one is asset mapping. Sometimes our engineers is a little bit confused. When they talk about asset management, all they think about is asset mapping. So that is not the only one. But yes, that is critical because as the network, the distribution network expand, we have to have mapping tools to track all the expansion of our asset. The second one is the performance report. The performance report, we used to have this manual by Excel or something offline reporting. But to do with offline reporting, we are lacking of integrity of data. So this is something that we tackle using the DREAM project. The data integrity, such as SID, SIFI, or POSIS, we are coming with a more integrity of data. The third one is life cycle costing, the one that I will focus later on. The fourth one is condition-based maintenance. So as I stated before, not just about the increasing of IT, but embarking on more technology on OT, operational, how to deal with condition-based maintenance for the critical asset. And the last one is business process interlocking. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the system that we use. So it is basically we use SAP as the main platform, and by using SAP, you have this advantage of having a wide range of modules. So starting from the very beginning of the asset that we procure, and then we operate, maintenance, and then finally we renew or repair. So all the business process is integrated, interlocked. When we see regarding the IT architecture of the Dream project, we have so many applications in place. Yes, we have some tailor-made applications that are already existing and that is still relevant to the Dream project, and we have the complete set of SAP modules for the plant maintenance. And also we are supported with SAP Finance and assets and project and material management. So the important thing of having all these applications in place is to track all the movement of the asset, starting from the very beginning up to the end. So by having all these applications, whether it is an existing tailor-made one and the SAP, we're having a big data that we can analyze and for the management to make decision. This is more on the technical part. So even for the new connection and then construction, asset repair and replacement, operation and maintenance, we embed all the business process in the system, in the distribution enterprise asset management. So this is the existing tailor-made application. So the data is coming from this one over here, and then move to the SAP as the main engine of asset management, and then supported by, of course, the GIS application. You see, for example, we have SCADA integrated to SAP PM as well. So yes, if you are working with SAP PM, SAP plant maintenance, you cannot really use the, what do you call it, the default modules per se, because it cannot meet the operational engineer demand. Our engineers, they have so many things that they want to add in the system. They want something more technical. But when you have SAP PM in place, it is more corporate. So what we've done in Bali, we are modifying. So around 50 or 60% modification on SAP PM to meet our engineers' demand. Without that, you will have, the system in place, but no one is running. Nobody cares about, especially the engineers in the operational level. So this is the important thing. So even for we have an application called APKT, that is for complaint management tools. So even with complaint, we combine it, every complaint, and then come up with work order for inspection into the SAP PM. So we combine all these things together. This is something that is actually the main soul of the SAP PM, the condition-based maintenance. The first one for the asset, this is for the asset that is already installed. So you have asset screening. Why do you have asset screening? Because you are facing a huge number and complexity of data. Like us, to serve 64 million customers, we are expanding, hundreds of thousands kilometers maybe, and million of transformers. So you cannot really do asset management on this best effort method. You should have priority. So asset screening is important. What do you look in asset screening? The first one is performance. So which asset perform best? all perform worse. And the second one is utility level, 80%, 70%, or something like that. And the risk level, does the asset serve VIP or just rural customers, something like that. So all of that comes with, will be followed by inspection phase. You will have inspection either visual or by using specific or special tools for diagnostic, for inspection, such as infrared thermography, ultrasound detector, and all of this inspection space will be handled by mobile application, which is running on Android. Having this inspection, you will have so many data. We will have data analytic on the SAP engine. So we will, the SAP Health, we call it SAP Health Index engine. So this engine will create some follow-up action. If good inspection, if the result is good, well, it will come up with next inspection schedule. But for the asset which is bad, there will be corrective action, whether replace or repair. So how do you do whole life asset management? As you see, when we have asset performance report and life cycle costing, we will have a better basis for decision making. You have over here asset performance, mean time to breakdown. You will have it on the SAPPM, mean time to repair, number of breakdown in specified period, MSIP and SID. And then over the right, you will have installation cost, preventive maintenance cost, and corrective maintenance cost, and the remaining value. By combining all those data, you will come up with whole life asset management. Which asset should be improved? Which asset should be just dismantled? Or just which asset should be expanded? So this is actually my conclusion, the conclusion page. To come up with whole life asset management, you can take advantage of the two pillars that is served by the DREAM project. The first one is asset performance report, and the second one is life cycle costing. By combining those big data, you will come up with a very wise decision by management. In conclusion, the DREAM project is actually targeting on the three main aspects. The first one is customer satisfaction, improve asset performance, and the last one is to build our competitive advantage in asset management. And we call it operational excellence for PLN Indonesia. So I think that's all that I can explain to you this session. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to you, Mark.
Are there any questions for Daniel before he leaves the stage? Any questions? All right, thank you very much, Daniel. So, good presentation. Yeah, look, I particularly liked the way you summarised the three objectives of the DREAM project: increasing reliability, increasing efficiency, and implementing that best practice across PLN. So, very interesting talk. Thank you. So, our last presentation, I'd like to welcome to the stage Kim Ji-Kyun, who is the Senior Manager of Information and Communication Technology in KEPCO in